Alright, so hello there. I am Papa1. As you already know, I'm gonna stop saying that for the intro. But as you know, this is Smackdown. Here comes the pain. And first off, I'm gonna talk about two things. First thing being like this was what I was trying to do, the 3 versus 3 captain tornado tag challenge or whatever like that. But a lot of things went messed up with that sort of stuff because mainly because, you know, the strength attribute, which as it said is the amount of damage your superstar inflicts, and also the endurance attribute, which is how much damage your superstar can withstand. Those two things make it hard for this to work because like it takes an extremely long time for certain characters to take out certain characters because of those particular attributes and stuff like that. So with that being said and all that other stuff, I decided that I was gonna stop doing this for a while. So that's why you haven't seen me be doing anything with this for a while. Just because. Also the frame rate drops down pretty freaking low. I thought it was just dropping low, period. But it was dropping low be also because of there's 6 characters in the ring. And they also got the ref in the ring, so all that goes on. And then they got the crowd in the ring is but like you could barely do anything with the crowd stuff anyway. So yeah. That's that. The reason I'm showing you this right here because even though I can't, I'm not really gonna be doing this for a while. That stuff right there. This right here, the finisher start slash max settings for the things. I changed it up because we now have a new thing I'm doing, and that is the Ironman Championship Challenge. So I changed. So the top ones are the same as the other thing, but the ones at the bottom are different. So that's what you need to know. The ones at the bottom are different. So where you see the 77 to 79 all the way down to the 44 to 50, that's different. And I'll get a closer shot of that for you can see. But let's read it as it follows. So Ironman match is automatically 10 minutes. Yeah, you can't change the settings on that for some reason. And because of that, it's first to five because you'll have some matchups that are going to be where, the matches where we take it too long. So it's either first to five or whoever has the most by the time a time decision happens. And in the event of a draw, they just do a rematch or whatever like that. So, with that being said, we'll be using slot 3 for the load and save for this stuff or whatever like that. And before I even start the match, I have to go to the match rules and turn off rope break myself because it's always going to have it turned on for some reason. Oh, wait, I know the reason because I got it automatically turned on in the game because a lot of times the characters won't help out each other with submissions and stuff. So the rope break helps with that with like tag team matches and stuff like that. Yeah, because a lot of times they're not gonna get in the ring to help out each other. They may get in the ring if it's like a pinfall, but the AI for this game is way better than it was for like the other games and stuff like that, like the what's the name, No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000s and stuff like that. I would put shut your mouth on here and stuff like that, but like I feel like it's a country of inches with that game. I like the way that attribute system works and everything like that because that doesn't have the rating thing that tends to like take games down and stuff like that or mess up games. Only thing is like the strength and endurance thing is like what's messing this up, but like that's easy. One of them could be charisma, and as far as the endurance, it should be how quickly a character can recover from damage instead of how much damage they can stand. How quickly they can recover from damage. So everybody still, nobody has an advantage in taking damage and stuff like that. That's one reason the matches get prolonged and stuff like that. So probably make it more about recovery than withstand. That way you won't have some people have an extreme advantage when it comes to that stuff like that. And charisma is just for like building up meter quicker. You know, you can build up meter quicker than other people because taunts on this game can build a meter as well. But instead of having taunts or anything like that, your charisma, as in like, you know, you start building up meter the one time. And also that's something I hate about um, virtual pro wrestling too. I don't hate a lot of things about virtual pro wrestling too, but that is something I hate. That like you can build meter as you're taking away somebody else's meter with this different type of submissions and stuff like that. You know, I also hate that you don't do no actual body or head or limb or arm or any type of damage when you using like the strong attacks and the running attacks and stuff like that. Unless you're using like the running grapples and stuff, like strikes of any kind don't really like seem to do too much harm to a character, which is weird. Because you can hit some, you can get the TKO slash knockdown on the character multiple times, and like it'll never freaking really do nothing unless you're doing it with like a grapple or something or submission. Yeah, so the champion will defend their title only against random opponents until they lose. And just like with AOS Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, if the champion loses, they get a rematch, which is also going to be another Ironman match. And it's, you know, if they win, then it goes best 2 out of 3, as in there'll be a third and final match or whatever like that. So if a challenger is to become champion, they have to beat the champion twice. Not twice in a row, but twice. So if they win the first, if the challenger wins the first match and the champion wins the second match, we go to the third and final match to determine who's the winner. Basically, best 2 out of 3. We'll be using the season rating because it's higher if it's higher than the regular rating and stuff like that. Because some people have season ratings that are higher than their regular ratings and stuff like that. Like all the divas, they don't. I mean, I swear, all the female wrestlers slash divas, they don't have nothing that no type of season rating and stuff like that. But like the legends, for the most part, I think only like 1 or 2 of them have like a season rating. Then like for the rest of the characters and stuff like that, some of them have season ratings, some of them don't. Some of them have only like 10. Like some of them have season ratings that are just a 10, which is like slow. So that's that. Also, I did have like 2 videos, but since then took them off because of, you know, just whatever, where everything and stuff like that. So like Goldberg was the defending champ, and he had up to 7 defenses and stuff. But since we're starting this off and fresh and new, we're just gonna start with Goldberg because he didn't actually lose his belt. And as you can see right here, we got Goldberg, who has a 94 rating for the season, and then his regular is 90. So we're using this, and then also, like I said, we're going based off of this stuff right here. So he has under 95, so he has 1 thing, so he could load up 1 finisher. And then let's randomly find his first challenger. You can see right there, the season is 10, so we're going to have to use this right here, which is a 96 for him. I mean, an 86, my bad. And 86 means he has 2 more finishers than him, but he don't have no starting ones. Yeah. So that's how that works. And then we'll randomly select where they're going to fight. And like I said before, we got to turn off the rope break ourselves. And save that. Make sure that it saved it. See, it didn't save it. And then we can start the match. Yeah, so the West Day stuff was only like that because after he gets to 5, stuff like that. Because, like, what's the point of letting it go on forever when you already know, more likely he's not going to catch up. Am I right or am I wrong? Yep. And also, like, looking at like their because when it comes to like creative characters and stuff like because like what I used to play, because I didn't have on console on the PS2, I didn't have what's the name? Here Comes the Pain, but I did have Shut Your Mouth. And what I would do when I would create wrestlers and stuff like that, I'll have, because you get 2 finishers, or like I'll have like one of the finishers will have to be something that's one way, and the other one has to be something that's the other way. So like if you had one where like standing where the character is standing in front of you, the other one would have to be like a running or high flying or a ground move, or it has to be like when you're behind the opponent, or even when you're in the corner against the opponent to hit your other finisher. Because it wouldn't make no sense to me to have the same type of finisher for the character and stuff like that. Like both of them be like the front grapple and stuff like that, or back grapple or stuff like that. Both of them be a running attack. Cause like, how would you because when I used to play the game, I could not distinguish one from the other. Like I would want to use like one front grapple, like with certain characters, I would want to use like a starting front grapple, and like it'd give me the other one because they had 2 of the same thing. Even though there was 2 different moves and stuff, it'd be 2 of the same thing. So like that's why I decided like I wouldn't be doing that to characters, and I also wouldn't, like, if I was going to change up the characters, unless it's like just their finishers or whatever like that, or the moves that we still have as their finishers, I would change it up for them and stuff. Like because in Smackdown, Shut Your Mouth, only Randy Orton was on there. There was no Batista, there was no John Cena and stuff like that. But Randy Orton had like what he had. The complete shot and overdrive, so I would put the second type of the diamond cutter on there for him, so he'll have the one that looks more like RKO on the game and stuff like that. I had a lot of stuff on there. Like I probably would put that game on here. I probably should, or whatever like that, because like that game I can actually use the what's it called, the Captain's Challenge thing, and I wouldn't have to worry about none of the other crap that's going on with this game when I do that. I could just automatically do the Captain's Challenge thing. I mean the 6-man tornado tag Captain's match, something like that. I could just automatically do it with that one. What the? Did he just hit a samurai DDT? Or did he reverse something and then just did the samurai DDT? That shouldn't be a move for Goldberg. Hurricane's doing well, 3 minutes have passed and he has yet to get freaking pinned or KO'd or anything. And he survived the first finisher. think all characters should be building either the freaking same though. It would be better if like the lower rated characters get to build meter quicker or whatever like that. But like I think they all should just build it the same way. Also, you gotta also remember that like characters with lower rating, some of them have like technique, which is lower. For some reason, the technique is about how good you are at countering moves and stuff like that. And that's a bothersome thing to me because that means like not only do a higher rated character, not only if you got 10 for countering, and you also got like a 10 for like, you know, what's it called, strength or whatever like that. Not only you can flip a ton of damage, but you can also counter out other people trying to do damage to you. So technique is basically defense. Like, if I had to think of each attribute individually, it would be that, how would it go? If I had to think of an attribute, of course, strength is your damage, you know? And then you have, what's the one that's like the most strength? I forget the one that's like the most. Submission, right? Yeah, I believe it's submission. Submission would be your ability to like execute your opponent or like, you know, tap them out and stuff. And then endurance is basically HP, you know? It's basically your HP for your overall health with your head and body and limbs. Defense is technique, you know, technique is defense, and then your speed or agility is the speed one is your agility, attribute, or movement. You finally got one. Dang, it took him over 5 minutes. Nice shiny wizard right there. He got him in the middle, and the second one went for a 10 with it. Still not enough. Still not enough. Look at that. You see Hurricane? His head is in the orange, his body's in the red. And he has yet to do any significant damage to, what's the name? Goldberg at all. He finally has a finisher. Goldberg has already built 2 finishers. He already built and used 2 finishers already. That's how one-sided this match has been, you know? And that's crazy that, like, I wish either make it so that, lower ring, no, I shouldn't say that. Inverted breaker or the Gringo killer. 1, 2. He could possibly win this, though. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Torture rack, backbreaker, into a freaking gut buster. I like the moves that's on here though. I wish a lot of these moves were on the game before this. You know? And I like the reversal system on here better than the other one, because they reverse stuff a lot better than they did on the other ones. It comes to things. I also have what's it called? Smackdown versus Raw 2000 and what is it? 6 or 7? I forget which one. It's on the new phone with the with one of the apps and stuff like that. I got the all-in-one emulator. The all-in-one emulator. Because it's on PSP and stuff like that. Yeah. And that freaking and that's just because the frame rate and everything, and it runs smoother on the PSP and stuff like that. I'm looking on the new phone right now to see which game it is actually. Yep, 2007. Yeah. I forget, but I watched a review on YouTube of somebody talking about what's better between this 2006 or 8 or anything else. He finally got a second one. Oh, rope break? I thought, didn't we make sure rope break was turned off? Congrats to Hurricane though, man. He survived the entire match. He was the world because of rope. I'm talking about with the damage and everything, because we can go in here, we can go to move sets and stuff like that, like, right, like as far as that shit goes, like, every freaking move that's on the game already has, like, something that does, like, turn them off or something. Like, you see how these are twos and stuff like that, and then, like, you got certain moves out here, 3 or something. We go to the power down and stuff like that. And you got certain ones that now the thing is, you're supposed to be looking at. I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be looking at. You're supposed to be looking at the yellow and not the freaking red. The red is the other crap. The red is the what's the name attribute? The strength attribute. The yellow is what the move actually does and stuff as far as like damage without your attribute being on there and stuff like that. So it goes 4 for the red and 4 for the yellow and stuff like that. But you can see how certain moves are doing certain amounts of damage and stuff like that. See, like this, what was it called? An aeroplane. That's just the airplane spin. You know, you see why that does only that, because like it's just gonna dizzy the opponent to set up another move and stuff like that. And arm drag, yeah, arm drag ain't gonna do no significant damage. The knee strikes or whatever like that. Then you got the back breakers. That's the double underhook back breaker. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot. And then we got this back breaker. Dang, got this one. Oh yeah, that's the multiple. I thought that was rear breakers. I guess it's back breaker. See how it goes with the different moves, and like certain ones do certain amount of thing in the yellow and stuff like that. I think only like you gotta get to like the finisher to see like moves that do something more substantial than that. Let's just Brainbuster. No, he only does that. Oh wait, that's not the Brainbuster DDT. That's just a regular Brainbuster. Weird. Because the Brainbuster DDT is the move that you see people use in pro wrestling, like who's Kid Cash, Austin Theory. I mean, not Austin Theory, but Austin Aries and stuff like that. That's what Brainbuster DT is. The one that they use and stuff like that. Cause like, cause we could go to the one, but like, I guess if we go to the actual like finishers and stuff like that, the specials, the finishers, we can see what the I haven't did nothing for Papa 01 as far as like his moveset and stuff, cause I haven't decided if I'm maybe gonna create a character yet. There we go. And you can see the actual Brainbuster. What? Oh, it switched over on me. So there's three versions of it. Here goes this one. That's the one I was talking about. That's the actual Brainbuster DDT. More of a one that makes them fall on their back instead and stuff. Oh yeah, Diamond Dust. I think Liv Morgan recently used that. What would be a move that would be freaking? Here we go. Now we got the atomic leg drops or that. Well, my character, the final that I made on Shut Your Mouth, he has the second leg drop. Cause well, where is the other leg drop? That's the Goldberg one. I mean the Hulk Hogan one. I thought unless there's a third one, or is it just big leg drop? Cause you just stand right next to their head, you just do a leg drop. Nope, it's not even on here. Could it be under leg drop? Kick to groin, or leg to groin. Oh yeah, the Jeff Hardy move. It's weird that they didn't just put Jeff Hardy on the game. They just made it so that you could be able to create him and stuff like that. I guess this was. I don't think this was around the time he went to TNA or whatever like that. But like, yeah, that's what I was talking about as far as like the moves and stuff like that. So there was never no reason to put the attribute, in strength on the game in the first down place. At least in my opinion, it wasn't. You know. So yeah, we seen two title defenses by him, and I guess we could do one more so that we'll end it on some actual gameplay and stuff. So let's go to Ironman. I don't know why I went that way with it, but Goldberg. His endurance is an 8. His submission is a 10. Yeah, but what's Goldberg? 8.5. Oh shit. I think I should just use him as this, because like this is just overpowered. Like that is just overpowered and stuff like that. But like it is what it is. I said I was gonna use their better stuff. Just until we find something better. I may just end up supposed to be playing the game with the Smackdown Shut Your Mouth. I may download that now that I think about it, because it would be good to have both games or whatever like that. And plus, that one's better for the multi-man matches to me, as far as like, like a team is not just automatically winning because they have this and that character on the team and shit like that. And that way I could just start off everybody with the 5 finishers and stuff like that. You know, because there's no rating shit to get in the way of everything and stuff like that. There's no defensive rating, I should say, or attribute, I should say. There's no defensive attribute that makes people not take freaking damage. You know, gotta make sure the rope break is off this time. I thought I did, man, because I pressed a select, which is A for the decision and stuff like that. So I don't know why. Oh, you know what probably happened? I probably accidentally pressed select default or whatever, set on default, and that's probably what happened in the hurricane match. Goldberg's destroying him as usual. Yeah, because I hate the fact that, like, you see what's going on with the health meter and stuff like that. Because the, not health, but like the meter building and stuff like that. Look how easy he is building meter. Even with strikes, he's building meter. You know, those little strong attacks, he's building meter with those as well. Not just his regular attacks, his strong attacks too. Yeah. This game to me would have been way better had they not have the attributes on here that they have on here and shit like that. That's what killed this game for me as far as like me just playing it however I feel like playing it. And I get that some people don't like having the freaking HUD on the game as they play it. I read that games have the HUD on there because like what's that bullshit that people talk about all the time with immersion and shit like that? It makes it look more like you're actually watching something go down than it being a game simulation or something. Like fuck all that. I like seeing the HUD because it lets you know other stuff about the game. Without the HUD, I wouldn't know. Well, I would still be able to tell that like he only did so many moves to get to a finisher, Goldberg and stuff like that. But like right here, you can see the difference in building meter and stuff like that between the two of them. And it's weird as heck that he has two of these and stuff like that. They are the same freaking moves. Like he has the one that he has as a finisher, then he has the one where he just simply get them to stand up and stuff. It's weird that he has that on there multiple times and stuff. I wonder if it's the same one twice. It could possibly be that. Because I seriously just don't like the fact that like the the endurance is making him destroy somebody way quicker, and the strength is also making him do more damage and stuff like that than his opponent. So like to me, a simulation for a wrestling game or a perfect simulation for a wrestling game is one where it's not determined by the actual like AI ratings or the computer ratings and stuff like that. You know, it's one where like you just out you just out damage your opponent. That's why I don't like the ratings and stuff like that. Now you do have certain games where like the ratings doesn't really help the AI or the player too much anyway, and that's with like the Smackdown versus Raw 2011. I'm not sure 2007 have it as well. But they got like they put in place something where like you could decide like if finishers do way more damage and stuff like that, which they should because they're freaking finishers. But like certain moves that are finishers shouldn't be finishers. Like if it's a high flying move, you could probably put it as a finisher, like with the splashes, the diving splash or big splash or whatever, then the leg drops, the elbow drops from the top rope. the diving elbow drops, diving leg drops, and diving moonsaults and stuff like that. Like the standing versions and stuff like that. Not really. Oh my goodness, he just did a half and half, or what's it called, a half Nelson suplex. Yeah, that should definitely get the freaking fall right there. Under 5 minutes. It just takes them a little bit longer with people who are above of what's saying a rating of 85 or something. Yeah, he does have way too many advantages and stuff like that. Cause like it's hard to do a simulation with that type of stuff. Cause essentially it's freaking level up to run when it comes to the rating stuff on this game. That's my main problem with it. That's what I was basically trying to say this whole time when talking about the game and stuff with the rating. It's level up to win with the rating system to get to the damage quicker to end the match and stuff like that. Which is messed up. I don't get why he has that shit on there twice, man. I would never understand that. Pin him. He couldn't have pinned him after that because he was flattening out. It's over. Yeah. Oh wait. Damn, I pressed the wrong thing again. Yeah, so I may think about putting on shut your mouth on here and stuff like that, but yeah, that's just yeah. So the attribute thing is the main problem with me with this game, cause like, and it is only because like I prefer doing computer versus playing the game against the computer most of the time for like wrestling games and a few other different types of games. But like you gotta understand with computer versus computer, you can see the flaws of the game versus when you're just playing the game just to play the game for fun and stuff like that. When you're just playing the game for fun or whatnot, you can't really tell what flaws the game actually has and stuff. You know? I can more so tell what type of flaws are in the game from computer versus computer, or how good the AI actually is. Like, cause if the AI ain't shit versus itself, it must be that they boost up the AI stats or something like that, or gave it like like some like with certain fighting games. Like if you watch the AI versus itself, they look stupid face off each other. But like if they're going against the player or whatever like that, I think they give them like a like they delay like your attacks somewhat when you're going against the computer so that the computer can read it and then block or counter or move out the way or something like that to make the difficulty seem like it has actual better difficulty or whatever like that. So read your movements almost like a second faster, like a spider sense or whatever the heck you want to call it. You'll be able to read your movements a little bit quicker. But yeah, strength. I don't see what's the point when the move's already gonna do whatever damage they're gonna do, depending on what type of move you use. You know, that's always been the way with games. And also we have over here we have endurance, which I don't get that either because like you give an unfair advantage to certain characters and stuff like that. Technique is not so much that bad, but like the thing is like every character should have the ability to do decently with countering opponents' attacks and stuff like that. Submission and like depending on the the submission, it should vary in like how bad the damage can be automatically and well like that already. So I don't really get that attribute. And then we have speed right here, which is movement and all that stuff, which is alright and stuff like that. But I think that should be more so with like the character's body type and stuff like that. The lighter characters should automatically be moving the fastest on the game and stuff like that. Then the bigger characters should take a little bit longer to move around and stuff like that. I'm gonna end up doing a video where I talk about the difference between Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain, and what's the name? Virtual Progressor 2 is like why I still think that's the better game or whatever like that between the two. You know, because everybody swear that this is the best game there ever been for like wrestling games, but I'm like, not really, and stuff like that. I get that Virtual Progressor 2 and a lot of other games, the matches could go by pretty quickly and shit like that, but what's ever been the problem with that? You're not actually watching two people wrestle, so what's the point if the match goes under 15 minutes in real time and stuff like that? What's the problem with that? Because you already know when it's not real life, a lot of times video games, especially with wrestling games and this that, and the other, they tend to do the same exact thing multiple times. Fighting games, any type of game, really. There's only a couple of games where the game could be unique every time you play it, and that's like Tory Bash, and I forget the other game I was gonna mention, but Tory Bash and I think another game and stuff like that where it can always be a different outcome or stuff like that because you can move it whatever way, shape, or form you deem necessary and stuff like that. And if you don't know the actual name of the game that I'm talking about right now, we can go on here and then oh, that says touchscreen. That's old games. Dang it. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's melee weapon, hand to hand. Where the heck is Tory Bash? I don't see it nowhere on here. I'll probably have to put it back on there. But yeah, it's a game. I'll spell it out though. Yeah, we can at least spell it out so that you can look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. That's how you spell it, Tory Bash. It was a game that came out on the Wii, but I think they got a computer version of it. I think they made a update to it, or they remaster or version of it. But basically, it's literally human chess fight. As in, like, you get a couple of seconds and you get to move the character into certain positions, and then it'll play out. And like it got like a little clock thing, so as you like moving them into different positions, you'll have like a little time thing, and like basically your main goal is to make either the head or body touch the canvas or whatever like that, or it could be just to freaking like do the most damage or something like that. It's pretty unique. You should look it up. Yeah, I thought I had it on here somewhere. Anyway, so that's the end of the video for Smackdown. Here Comes the Pain. What we gonna call it? I guess we're gonna call it what we supposed to call it. The Ironman Challenge, the Ironman Championship Challenge. Yeah, we'll even leave it on this so that you can see. I'll leave it right here. Yeah, so if you care, like the video. Appreciate it if you subscribe. And as far as sharing stuff like that, do it if you feel up to it. I don't really tend to share a lot of people's videos myself, so like it is what it is with that. But thank you for watching if you have watched the video. Even if it's just a glimpse at it. I usually stop watching sometimes videos at the it gets to like the boring part or whatever like that. Like a lot of times I'll skip through to the end of a video with like matches or fighting games and stuff like that because I'm not trying to watch the whole entire duration of it. Depending on what the game is, like if it's Pokemon Tournament or is Fantasy Strike. What's another good game that I'll watch from start to finish? Killer Instincts. Yeah, I'll watch that from start to finish. What's another one? The never-ending games speak for themselves. I'm talking about the LGC games and stuff like that, different type of games and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So until next one later. Hope you enjoy. Peace out.